start a Watcher or a Silent run. All right, random rare card, 6 max HP. Take 15 damage to choose a rare card. Wow, that's so much damage. Or trade boss relic. Trade for a boss relic. What do our paths look like? A lot of early shops. We don't have any curses or gold available. There are some events that can heal you. So taking damage for a rare card and then events makes some sense. But there's more events that make you take damage. Alright, let's think about this for a second. I'm going to take a quick break. Sorry about that. Okay, random rare card. What's the worst case scenario for silent random rare card? Okay, you've got Thousand Cuts would be pretty bad. Bullet Time is pretty bad. Doppelganger is bad. Grand Finale is bad. Phantasmal Killer, also pretty bad. There's actually quite a few bad ones. Tools of the Trade, not good. I don't know about Burst being the best. Burst is like, in Act 1, Burst is basically just an extra block, which is not really exactly what you want. Obviously, Burst transforms into a game-winning card later. Kind of the same thing with Wraith Form. Wraith Form in Act 1, like, it takes you your whole turn to play it, and it only protects you for that turn and the next turn. So it's like pretty dangerous. But if we got to choose a rare card, there are lots of good ones. There's like Unload and Glass Knife, Die, Corpse Explosion, Burst, After Image, Adrenaline. I don't know if it's worth 15 damage though. 15 damage is so much for Silent early on. Let's see, what's our route going to be? So if we take 15 damage, we could take 2 fights instead of 3. Save an easy fight for after an elite. And then go fight 2 elites. And have this be our last easy fight. Seems like we could probably pull that off if we take 15 damage. We can do the same thing but fit in an extra fire if we go on the left. Oh, I guess it's not an extra fire because we have to give up this fire to get it. We can get an extra fire with some fights if we go this way. Max HP plus 6 is really nice. Especially since it looks like we're going to be able to go to a lot of fires. Fire, 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 fire. 3 fires is pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of the boring pick, but I think max HP and then go to a bunch of fires is probably correct. Our boss is Automaton, so we can basically just kill him with like... if we only picked one card and that card was Noxious Fumes, we'd probably still beat Bronze Automaton. I guess we would need like a leg sweep or something. Glass Dagger is rare. Yeah, Glass Dagger and Unload are kind of the like biggest like front-loaded damage silent rares. But I think we're going to take the boring pick here. Try and survive. These louses have no respect. They're like, you're trying to survive? Whatever. I'm trying to kill you. We can block out and break them both, so that's something. I guess we block out again here. Try and wait for the weak to wear off. Two strikes is not enough to kill him, and the weak is not going to wear off. So I guess we kill the back one, and then block out. And then I guess the weak does wear off. So now I just have to find 2 strikes again, which we can't. Okay. Pretty good Louse fight. 0 damage. Bouncing Flask available. I mean, Bouncing Flask is bad against Gremlin Knob, but nothing here is good against Gremlin Knob, so I'll grab it. I will take 3 potions, please. We don't have any use for Ancient Potion yet, so I'll take the Energy and Block Potion. It does suck to lose an Ancient Potion. I wish that there was like an Ancient Potion and a Speed Potion here, but there isn't, so. Bouncing Flask is an absolute ton of damage, so we'll do that. We should probably be able to finish this fight with 0 damage. Considering how fast that poison is ticking him down. So if we triple defend... oh wait, he's dead if we just double strike. Lethal. What do you mean by endless death runs? I don't understand that combination of words. Sir Artemal. These are all good. We should probably pick something that's good against elites, so I'll take All Out Attack. All Out Attack is kind of stand out against all the elites. Flying Knee is a better card later on. I guess All Out Attack is really only significantly better in sentries. We do need some help in sentries though, because we just took Bouncing Flask. That's not good at sentry fight. So I'll take All Out Attack. I see. Yeah, I did a custom run a while ago, but I didn't really get results that I was happy with. So there's Medical Kit. We're losing Medical Kit for the run. We're also losing Meat on the Bone and Pear. We don't have any relics, so we probably just want like Footwork. Footwork is a pretty just generically good silent card. Is there any specific kind of custom run you would want to see? I tried to do Specialist on Ascension 20. With the assumption being that it makes the deck worse, but then it kind of made the deck better on both of them. I got a 5 Claw Defect Specialist. I was like, oh shit, that's pretty good. And then a 5 Vault Watcher one, and I was like, this isn't making the game harder like I asked it to. We could do this shop and maybe do the Mega Elite. It seems like we're pretty strong. But we just spent all of our money, so this shop is stupid. Okay. Yeah, we can pay max HP. We have a little bit extra. Well, we're definitely smithing then, because we're on full health. We probably want all out attacks upgraded. It's really good if it's sentries. it's okay if it's Gremlin Nub. It's Lagavulin. Well, Lagavulin I want to wake up with Bouncing Flask, so... Ooh, yeah. I need to figure out how to do rewards. I have like a long-term goal of... So since I'm a game developer, I want feedback on game design stuff. And I want to like create a feedback loop where people can like say, hey, I want you to work on this part of the game, or I want you to do this kind of run. So like the thing that you're proposing is absolutely what I'm planning to do. It's kind of between Bouncing Flask all-out attack and Bouncing Flask footwork this turn. I think I like footwork better. All-out attack only does 6 damage. So let's do that. What do you find challenging in your runs to begin with? I mean, mostly the fact that enemies hit you and kill you. I'm gonna try and fit in at least 1 strike here. Maybe we double strike and block pot. Yeah, because that blocks for 12, does a bunch of damage. I like that. Freeze up a potion spot. I don't mean to like treat your question too glibly, right? But it's like Slay the Spire, like the whole game presents you challenges. So like those challenges are the part of the game that is hard. I guess we're taking 15 here. No defenses in hand. Maybe I should have saved the block pot for that turn. I didn't know that turn was coming. We took Bouncing Flask, so we're kind of obligated to take Catalyst. And then I guess we upgrade Catalyst. And now we have a plan. Anchor's great. We can strike all attack to kill the Spike Slime. And then we'll go ahead and strike neutralize the Acid Slime too. We'll do that before the all attack so we don't lose it. We can Bouncing Flask Catalyst for lethal. Mega lethal. You should get a bonus if you like overkill somebody by a ton. That'd be fun. We have Catalyst, so we could try and take in Venom and make that kind of thing happen. But I don't think I want to. We'd rather take Dodge and Roll. We have Footwork, so Dodge and Roll gets double dex scaling. And it would be our first defensive card. We are also trying to kill people with poison, so Bane is somewhat reasonable. So Artemal, I think I'm probably going to just do Ascension 20 runs today, but if you send over something like super convincing, like maybe, and maybe I'll schedule it for tomorrow or something. I want to eventually have a schedule where it's like on Fridays I'm like playtesting my game, and on Tuesdays I'm doing like I don't know, playing StarCraft against viewers or something, right? Like just sort of variety stuff. But for right now I've just been doing Ascension 20 runs. I feel like it's a pretty long time until I get bored of doing that. But if your challenge run sounds like fun, absolutely we can do it. I've been staying away from doing like the daily runs or anything because generally they are too easy. The modifiers don't make it harder. We're doing 2 fights for a rest or for a fire, and then another elite. I think so. Ideally, we can get another potion out of these and not lose too much health. They are going to be hard fights now, though. That was our last easy fight. I think we're ready for hard fights. We've got a Catalyst Plus, so got some cool stuff. It's probably Footwork. Oh wait, we don't really need to block, huh? We should play all out attack and strike though, so I guess I'll play footwork as well. Oh, that was a happy flower turn. I messed it up. Sir Artemal, what's your challenge? I want to know. Do I have to agree in order to find out? Seems sort of manipulative. We can fit in an extra dodge and roll, so we'll do that. Get some next turn block. If we strike neutralize this guy, he dies, and then this guy hits us for 9. We can block that out pretty easily. And then we strike him. That seems fine. Yeah. Deflect is kind of neat. I'm really glad we got that explosive potion. Some of the scariest Act 1 hallway fights are like the like 6 ooze fight, the mob of ooze fight. I don't know, can you explain, I know Midas. Midas is you can't upgrade, but I don't know Vintage or Lethality. Something I'm really, that's really attractive to me is the draft mode. I really enjoy like getting to make a bunch of decisions at the beginning of the run. But then draft mode like makes it like way too strong. Like you can win pretty much every time if you're playing optimally, if you draft mode, even on Ascension 20. So it needs like at least something to make it harder. I don't remember Vintage or Lethality though. Let's see. Are we picking any of these? I don't think we're picking Choke. I'm a little bit concerned that we're going to run into Gremlin Knob and like die. We don't have enough damage for Gremlin Knob at all. We're depending on Bouncing Flask Catalyst for damage against him. Yikes. It might even be correct to dodge the next elite. Because none of these are enough damage either. Like Choke is something, but I don't really want to pick Choke. We get this fire either way. Oh my god. It sounds like that should be pretty winnable. Because relics, not cards, is super strong. Oh wait, so you don't get cards at all? You have to like go to a shop to get cards? That seems like fun. Okay, I'll try it. I'm super unhappy taking Choke though. I think I either take Choke or skip the elite. I feel like just Vintage, though, is so strong that you should be able to win the run, even almost with a basic deck. Maybe that's not true, but... I can't take Choke. I won't take Choke. Not with Bouncing Flask. Okay, alright, so we're skipping here. And then we've got one more card reward, and maybe it gets like a dash or something, and we feel okay fighting an elite. But probably not. Yeah, 3 strength is strong. We can Footwork Survivor to mostly block out, and then strike all attack to do some damage. Oh wait, Footwork Survivor definitely blocks out. We have Anchor. So I can just Footwork Defend. It involves less clicking. We're going to neutralize him and defend. Looks like we're going to get netted. No, I guess not. We probably... This is the explosive pot, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm taking 21. No thank you. Ooh, Ghost in a Jar. We're definitely taking the elite now. Second Bouncing Flask is really good. We could take Piercing Whale too. Piercing Whale is pretty good against Hexaghost. The sentries are a little spooky right now. Next fight is either Lagavulin or sentries. I think I'll take Bouncing Flask though. I need to make sure that I hit a Bouncing Flask before a Catalyst, especially in Gremlin Knob fight. And I think I'm going to take the opportunity to upgrade one of the Bouncing Flasks. It's a pretty big upgrade, especially against sentries. When the first, like, 2 bounces are usually going to hit artifacts, or at least 2 of the bounces are going to hit artifact charges. Okay, the sentries. Consider me spooked. We could just double Bouncing Flask. We could double Bouncing Flask, Energy Potion, Catalyst, all-out attack. I guess let's see what happens with the first Bouncing Flask. Okay, not great. Bouncing Flask number 2. Much better. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely Catalyst that. And I believe he's dead next turn. Catalyst is strong. I want to double defend strike. What do you mean by starting deck? What does starting deck modifier do? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Just so it's like you just don't get card awards. That seems really difficult. Card awards are really powerful. So we're gonna double block this turn, double defend. He's gonna take 5, then 4, then 3, which is a total of 12 damage. So we gotta find like 11 damage before he attacks again. We could just like footwork, defend, strike on him. And take 3. I do like getting footwork for sure. So let's play footwork then. Alright, so 4, 3 is 7, so we just need 1 strike to kill him. So he's dead now. And we're definitely going to play at least 1 defend. This defend blocks for 3, but this guy hasn't taken any damage yet, other than from the all-out attack. So I think it makes sense to take 3 damage to do 6. We're pretty healthy still. Let's get rid of that artifact charge. Alright, Bouncing Flask should end the fight. And we take 3. Really happy with that footwork play. Ooh, we did get dash. Wow, I talked about it and then it happened. We might be so strong that we don't need dash, because dash is like mainly good in Act 1. We are towards the end of Act 1. So if the next fight is Lagavulin, we need dash a little bit less than if it's Gremlin Knob. If it's Gremlin Knob, we kind of need the dash. If we don't take dash, are we taking the next? Oh, we just did the last elite, so we don't need dash at all really. We can take Deadly Poison, which kind of like fills up our quota of damaging poisony cards. Do we need Deadly Poison though? We have 2 Bouncing Flasks. Maybe we just skip here. I think we take Deadly Poison and then upgrade Footwork. Alright, well we spent our energy potion, so we can't play both Bouncing Flasks. So we just have to catalyst the 12 potion poison and hope that's enough, but I'm pretty sure that's enough. Alright, so we get an automatic break this turn, so it doesn't really matter what we do. We get the next turn block and get in a little bit of damage. Alright, if we can block out this turn, we probably win the fight with no damage, but we can't. This is negative net damage, I believe. He goes down from 8 times 2, which is 16, to 12. So I guess it's 0 net damage, so whatever. Darn, almost perfected him. Bouncing Flask is 9 damage, plus poison is 14, which does actually break him right now, so we can just do that. Catalyst. Our potion slots are apparently completely taken. This is an excellent time to find Sozu. It's probably Burst here. Burst plus Catalyst is a pretty run-winning combination. So let's do that. Snecko Eye. Well, Snecko Eye plus Bouncing Flask is super good. Drawing more cards a turn means you're more likely to be able to combine Burst and Catalyst. It's bad with Neutralize, obviously, but we haven't upgraded Neutralize, so that's okay. Yeah, there's no competition here for Snecko Eye, really. If we had Sozu, I might pick Sozu over Snecko Eye with these potions, because I basically just want to carry these potions to the heart, if I can. We probably can't, but, you know. Hey, the Durkus, how's it going? Yeah, I think it's Snecko Eye. For sure. Okay, we're against Champ. Should be pretty easy to kill Champ with Burst Catalyst. We just need to get the combo together before he kills us. We have quite a bit of money, so it'd be nice to go to this shop. I don't know how I feel about shop double elite, though. It seems ambitious. Plus then the late elite has a shop in front of him, too. So maybe we take the question marks. I'm kind of creeped out by this branch, because it's either I take a double elite or I take a mega elite. I guess I can take an elite and skip the second. Yeah, seriously, Champ is like unusually easy with this archetype. I just took Snecko Eye, so I'm a little bit. I want to approach the early part of Act 2 pretty cautiously. If you're going to die with a Snecko Eye deck, you tend to die right after you pick Snecko, because you're not ready for it. And it changes how the deck works, and oftentimes makes it work a lot worse on certain turns. So I think we go this right route. A lot of fires, just one elite. You can take an optional second elite, but probably you'd want that extra fire shop. We'll take the question mark so we can turn into a vampire or something. Okay, we have 0 cost footwork, that seems nice. We can't afford Bouncing Flask and Catalyst. We can afford Bouncing Flask, and that does some poison, so. I guess I'll play the free cards as well. There's no ink bottle or anything. We can't afford Burst Bouncing Flask, but we can afford Bouncing Flask, which is 9 damage. It's quite a bit. We could Burst Defend, or just Burst Defend blocks out. Then we have 1 energy left to do nothing with. Probably seems like I shouldn't skip the Bouncing Flask. We're also only taking 3 damage from because of the defend. So I'll take 3 damage in the fight. Seems fine. Get to burst deadly poison. Yeah, I don't think we can drop either of those potions. Wow, there's a lot of poison being offered to us. Second catalyst. We definitely want, if you're a catalyst deck, you probably want 2 copies of catalyst eventually. Having 2 copies of catalyst right now seems a little bit aggressive, but we really want to increase the burst catalyst coincidence rate. So I think we do it. We have just chock full of poison too. This is just like 2 bouncing flasks, deadly poison, 2 catalysts, and a burst. Jeez. Okay, so we gotta find some ways to block. And I think the way we do that is we read a book in this library. It's nice that just nobody fights you here. You just get to read a book. Let's see, if we heal, we get 12 health. Max is 13, not bad. We're gonna do 2 more fights before the next question mark. So if it's vampires or ghosts, we can lose some health first. How badly do we need a block card? Our only block cards right now are footwork, burst, kinda, and dodge and roll. Yeah, I think we need a leg sweep pretty bad. Let's find a leg sweep. Blur. It's not a leg sweep, but it's close. Piercing Wail, it's a defensive card. Looks like that's our option. Yeah, if we saw like Corpse Explosion here, we'd probably take that if that's the AoE. Or like the AoE poison thing I might take. I don't know about Dagger Spray though, in terms of AoE. I definitely don't think dash is correct here. Dash starts to scale off. Oh wait, we have Snecko Eye. Sorry, disregard. Dash is great. I think I'll take Dash over Piercing Wail because Snecko Eye. There's a little bit of a trap with Snecko Eye where it's like you end up thinking, "Ooh, I should just pick all the expensive stuff," and like sometimes that's correct, but a lot of times it's not. A lot of times you should pick whatever you need in the situation. And Dash does have a downside in that it doesn't work with Burst. So you can burst a Piercing Wail, you can't burst a Dash. Maybe I should pick Piercing Wail. I think Blur is probably worse than Piercing Wail. Terror is not how we're doing damage. I don't think we need AoE bad enough to pick Dagger Spray. Caltrops is nice against the heart, but we're nowhere near the heart. We don't have any shivs. We don't want to draw cards. We don't want to do either of those things. This is a bad card. Don't have any synergy with that. Don't have any synergy with that. Backstab's kind of interesting. Oh wait, we have Snecko Eye. Backstab's terrible. Keep on forgetting. Flying Knee is good with Snecko Eye. Riddle with Holes is good with Snecko Eye. Blade Dance is good if we get like Kunai. I think I'm going to pick Dash because we have Footwork. So we're trying to actually do deck scaling things. Dash is also just rarer than Piercing Wail. We'll probably see another copy of Piercing Wail. Not that we don't want 3 copies of Piercing Wail, because we probably do. But I think Dash for now. All right. Let's just jam some poison. And I guess Dash does the most damage. We got Burst Catalyst, but they cost too much. But this is guaranteed lethal, so that's fine. Great fight. Love to see that. Here's our Piercing Wail. Well-Laid Plans is really good too, though. Boy, I don't know if I can skip Well-Laid Plans. We really need to line up Catalyst and Burst and Catalyst and Bouncing Flask. Yeah, I know, right? I really want to pick the piercing whale, but it's hard to. If we already had a well-laid plans, for sure I'd pick piercing whale, but I think we have to pick well-laid plans here. It'll keep coming up. It's common. But eventually it won't come up anymore, and then we'll be sad. Well, the plants cost 3 here, so that's probably too much. Let's get some poison ticking. We've already got blocks, so we don't need to survivor or anything. Ooh, yes! That is perfect! Wow, great job, Bouncing Flask. I appreciate that. Alright, she's going to be healing now, but it is too late for your boy. We can easily block out with footwork and all this stuff, despite the fact that we're frail. Maybe I should have neutralized on him, since he's dead anyway. On her, since he's dead anyway. I could burst Catalyst, but that's totally useless. I guess let's Bouncing Flask and hope it lands on Mystic, and then burst Catalyst her. Okay. I guess we won't burst Catalyst. Well, that was weird. Yeah, those deadly poisons were not screwing around. They knew exactly what they wanted, and they wanted blood. Let's see, do we have any side quests? Because we're kind of killing her. I don't think we have any side quests, though, so we're good. I like how I waited till way too late to think about side quests, but we didn't have any. So these are all garbage. Setup doesn't work with Snecko Eye, Flechettes. We do have a larger hand than normal, but even if it scales up to the highest amount of damage it can do, it's not super useful. And Prepared's terrible. We can remove a card. We've got quite a bit of money. I was thinking I might go to this shop. And we don't have a curse or anything. But yeah, I think it's probably worth it to remove a card. Presumably a strike. Presumably. Probably burst. Maybe catalyst. Maybe well-laid plans. Probably burst. It's been we've had trouble playing burst. It's been we've had a lot of burst cost 2, Bouncing Flask cost 3 hands. I think we'll do burst anyway. It's so good. Turn 1 Bouncing Flask plus Catalyst seems good. We take a little bit of damage, take 4 to do this, but it's 100% worth it. We can footwork, defend, dash to block for enough, I think. Actually, so 7 plus 12, 19. He's hitting for 21, so it's not quite enough. But whatever. It's the most I can block for. We're basically just waiting for the other catalyst here. Deadly Poison does some damage, but I don't think it makes the difference for a whole turn. We could burst here, but we can't burst Catalyst, so we probably just want a Bouncing Flask Catalyst. And we missed burst again. He's Bouncing Flask Catalyst lethal. So it adds 9 poison, so it goes up to 31, and then we triple it to 93, so it's not lethal. We can do that and neutralize to reduce the damage to, what, 18? We can't burst Catalyst. We could burst Bouncing Flask, but that's definitely less damage. I guess it doesn't matter if we Bouncing Flask, but it costs 0, so we're going to Catalyst this turn, and then the only thing we can do to defend is neutralize. So I guess we're kind of just locked into this plan. It would be my preference to not take 18 damage, but sometimes you don't get what you want. Tiny chest. Speaking of not getting what you want. Well, I wish this was a piercing whale. There was no way to know that. Second copy of Well-Laid Plans is definitely not as good as the first one. I think we rest here. Let's look at the path first. If we're going right, we don't really need to rest. We could take an upgrade because we're about to go to a shop. If we're going left, we should rest because Slavers or Gremlin Lord would probably kill us. Actually, Gremlin Leader we might be able to cheese out with Catalyst and just ignore the Gremlins. But he can attack on turn 1. I think he's a little bit too dangerous. I think we'd probably dodge him, go to the shop, so I'll take the upgrade. On second thought, we kind of need like a lantern. What do you mean by 10 WLP? I don't know what that means, WLP. It must be something that... Oh, Well-Laid Plans, yeah. That's kind of fun. Choose your entire hand to retain. No, I don't want to. If we take a rest, then we can get another relic, probably. And if that relic is Lantern, then we're super happy. There's some other relics that we would really like Snecko Skull and the Specimen. But also just like Oddly Smooth Stone would be great. And then we get some more question marks, so we theoretically get more chances of turning into a vampire or a ghost if we go this way. So I think I actually do want to take the fight. We can just go to a shop in Act 3. So I'll rest here. We have insane potions too. So we're going to survive the fight. Ceramic fish. We're probably going to add like maybe 8 more cards to the deck total. So this is worth a total of like 72 gold or a key. I think I'll buy a key for 70 gold. Sure. Especially since some of it is just like later gold. I forgot how bad Bouncing Flask is in this fight. It's kind of a problem. Also Catalyst costing 3. Thanks. I guess let's see where it lands. Good targets. I mean, I kind of want to kill Fat Gremlin first, but I appreciate the focus. We're going to play Footwork for free, and we're going to play Defend for free. I guess it doesn't matter if we play Defend. I guess All Out Attack is pretty good in the fight. Alright, Weak and Frail, here we come. Zero cost burst, 2 0 cost defends. I guess we're blocking for a lot. He's hitting for 33-43. Alright, well, we take 10. He's already dead, but he's going to pick up all the Bouncing Flask triggers, annoyingly. We should probably spend the 3 mana strike to kill the Fat Gremlin, which is super obnoxious. And then I guess we Well-Laid Plans and save the Bouncing Flask for next turn. Next turn, Gremlin Leader's all alone, so it's pretty good next turn. Hey Troll Fun, my number 1 bit donor. Number 1 in the world. First among equals. First of his name. Troll Fun. Forever. I guess Catalyst Plus is free. We're getting hit for a bunch of damage. Maybe this is the Ghost in a Jar turn? Thanks for the cheer. Appreciate the 1 bit. Just racking it up. You just doubled your lead over everyone else. Expressed as a percentage, that was an infinite increase. So he's dying in like 3 turns. We're always playing strike. If we dash, we're currently taking 48 damage, so we survive at 5 if we save our potions. But we could just use Ghost in a Jar to... Oh, we've got a bidding war on. Dirkus has challenged your leadership. Come out of nowhere from 0 to top in the world. Unbelievable. Pride 3. Oh shit. People are giving actual money now. I appreciate that. I think this is the Ghost in a Jar. And I guess we keep the neutralize, even though it's super expensive. We can't burst anything meaningful, but we can just Bouncing Flask. It's already over. He's dead next turn. Or I guess he's dead this turn. Sure. Okay, we spent a really expensive potion, but both of our slots were full, so it's kind of inevitable that I had to spend one of those. Second Footwork seems great with the Burst Plus plan. Yeah, no, I do know how it works. Is the scroll a bad thing? No, so the scroll, they cost 0. Their costs don't get randomized. I guess it blocks a draw, but it also gives 12 turn 1 damage. I probably should have thought more about skipping it for sure, but I still think picking it's probably good. Yeah, how many draw does it block? So we get 2 plus 2. So we normally draw 9 cards, so it blocks 2. Footwork's pretty good. Alright, let's turn into Vampire. No, that's not a Vampire. We do get to activate the Blood Fountain, if we like. I think we do. Gaining health per floor is huge on Silent. This is exactly what we were looking for. We get to burst these. Our cat's angry at us. We are Ghost now. Okay. A lot of things in our hand cost 0. Come here. Alright. Sometimes you just gotta pick up your kitty. Yeah, she's super loud and just like really obnoxious, but she's really cute also, so it's okay. Alright, that'd be a good one. So there's a bunch of things I could do to level up the technology of this stream. Like I could get a better overlay, or I could like figure out what my little channel points things are. But I think the number one thing I would want to do is put a little camera on the little cat throne next to my desk, so that there's a cat camera. Although she does move around a fair bit, so it's not really that reliable. I guess Deadly Poison does the most damage. The cat is legitimately upset she hasn't been fed. We can burst Bouncing Flask Survivor. That blocks for 16, which is kind of too much, to be honest. It spends 2 of our energy, then we can all-out attack. We discard basically the whole hand. We get double Bouncing Flask, so that seems good. Aha, the first apparition of the run. Comes on a good turn, taking a lot of damage here. And we get a free footwork defend. I like it. Yikes. I guess we just play none of these and go looking for Bouncing Flask Catalyst. Take 18. It's kind of gross, but I would prefer not to shuffle the days. Yeah, I could see Footwork. Footwork is pretty reasonable. Man, Snecko Eye, what the hell? Bouncing Flask applies 12 poison, so we go up to 21. Catalyst triples it, it's lethal. You know what, we should have footworked because we only had 6 cards in there, so if we play 1 card, we were still guaranteed to get them all. Get that per fight healing with our low max HP, it's like a huge chunk every fight. We heal for 1/6 of our max HP. We badly need a second dodge and roll with 2 footworks. Dodge and roll is great. All right. Let's see if we can heal here. We're definitely looking at Apparition, mostly because it's unupgraded and we're already taking damage, but partially because it blocks for a ton. We either get to Bouncing Flask or Deadly Poison. We could Deadly Poison Footwork. We also have 6 shivs available, should we need them. We could Footwork Dodge and Roll, which doesn't develop our game plan at all, but helps the block next turn. The most damage is Bouncing Flask, Triple Shiv. Yeah, I guess let's see what Bouncing Flask does, and then decide who to Shiv based on that. Alright, so he's taking 6, then 5, then 4, which is 15. So if we do 11 damage to him, or 12 damage to him, he's dead in 3 turns. Seems pretty reasonable. Are you talking about using a potion in this fight? Yeah, I would prefer not to. The only potion we... Oh, you're talking about the Cunning Potion. Cunning Potion is just not that valuable. Is Burst Catalyst plus lethal here? It goes up to 15, then 45. Not quite lethal. But surprisingly close. Otherwise, we're going to Footwork Defend, which doesn't block for a ton. Yeah, we can Flask Catalyst. There's no great outcome from that. It's going to waste some poison on the Fungi Beast. We can Flask Catalyst and Footwork Defend. We probably end up killing the Catalyst, taking a Vulnerable, and then taking 20. I guess we're taking 20 either way. And we're only blocking for 5. So we're actually almost dying here. Alright, I'm not crazy about it, but I would prefer to not die, so I can't play Burst, because then I do die. So I guess we're Bouncing Flask. This one. Just down this one. Damn it. Alright, not much you can do about it. I will triple its poison. Alright, that's the fight. Well, we get 5 extra health at the end of the fight, so That's something. Probably not enough to beat Champ, though. We're going to have to rest. Was there enough damage to kill kill Fungi? I wasn't paying attention to that line. I didn't think there was any damage in the can at all. I guess we could have Cunning Potioned him to death with 2 strikes. Trollfun, I think that line might lose the fight though, because if you spend all your energy on the strikes, then like if Snecko Eye screws you on the top deck after, yeah, I'm not saying that you think it's the best. I'm just saying it's a very risky line. I think we're skipping this. Can't afford Caltrops. I guess we rest here. It's only 9 health though. We can upgrade an Apparition if we don't. Upgraded Apparitions are way better in the Champ fight, because he spends like half of his turns attacking and half of his turns either debuffing or buffing. I wish that buffing was a term that applied to both debuffing and buffing, but it isn't. It's one of the two. Hey. Oh my gosh, that cat. She's sassy. I think we're going to lose to Champ. Even if we do rest. Maybe we have a better chance of not losing to Champ if we upgrade an Apparition. So let's go for it. We're at extremely low health. This is dangerous. The Fairy in a Bottle doesn't do that much because our max health is so low. Get the footwork and the next turn block, I suppose. This Apparition is just exhausting. There's nothing we can do about it. What's the point of saving the Cunning Potion? Do we get more value out of it later? I guess maybe on the break turn, kill him with it. It's pretty unlikely, but... Another free footwork, that helps. Free Deadly Poison, free get Balancing Class. I like it all. We're only taking 7. We do not have any catalysts left in the deck to go with Burst, so that's unfortunate. So do we wait for the next shuffle for this? I think we do, because next shuffle we want there to be 2 catalysts, so that one of them matches up with Burst. It's funny, because I want to take 7 to save the Apparition, but then that 7 damage is like almost killing us. We're so low. Maybe we can't wait. Yeah, I think we can't wait. Okay. It's got to line up perfectly for us to win, so let's assume it's going to line up perfectly. We can afford Burst Apparition, which is kind of fun. That means we can't play Well-Laid Plans. I guess the alternate plan is Well-Laid Plans, Apparition, Dash. But then we're keeping a 3-cost Burst. We're drawing exactly these cards next turn. If we get a 0-cost Bouncing Flask, then we can Burst Bouncing Flask next turn. But if he's attacking 2 times in a row, then like Burst Apparition is really good. Either way, we're dashing. Well-Laid Plans Apparition also wastes an energy. It's a good time to be back because we are almost dead. If you wanted to control the fate of the next round, this is probably a good time for it. We're deciding between Burst Apparition and Well-Laid Plans Apparition, save the Burst. We have Bouncing Flask coming up next turn. If it costs 0, then Burst Bouncing Flask develops a bunch of poison so that we can Catalyst Plus to maybe kill him. I think we got to go for the upside. We got to plan to win. So we're going to single Apparition, Well-Laid Plans, and keep Burst. Burst does not exhaust now. Although Aberration does. Okay, he's not attacking, but Bouncing Flask costs 3. Okay, so now the best case scenario is we Bouncing Flask, and then we draw a 0-cost Catalyst. Alternately, we could just shuffle, and then we draw a Burst and a Catalyst we can play, and save a Survivor. I guess that's okay. Yeah, I think I'd prefer shuffling a 3-cost Burst versus holding one in hand. Because holding one in hand, you have to get... the Catalyst has to cost specifically 0. Which just isn't super likely. Okay. Alright, he's buffing, which is what we need. Yeah, this is Snecko I run. Alright, so we're drawing half of these cards next turn. If we draw Burst and Catalyst, we can win. We're definitely in that range. There's nothing we can do to improve our odds at that, I don't think. So I guess I'll take 3 damage. Alright, win or die. Burst Catalyst costs too much. Looks like we're dying. Can we Burst Survivor and other stuff? Burst Survivor, dodge and roll? I guess defend blocks for more than dodge and roll. So Burst Survivor, defend is max block. And then dodge and roll as well. We do have potion. That's true, so we're never dying here. How much does Burst Survivor... Yeah, Burst Survivor actually blocks out by itself. So we're definitely not dying. What else blocks out? Can we, like, burst dodge and roll? That blocks for 18, so we need a little bit more. I mean, I guess you just have to be happy with surviving, right? Let's get rid of that, because it's hard to play. And we can redraw it next turn. I guess I'll get rid of this, too. We have a lot of decks. I will choose not to save either of these. We can save the Apparition Plus, too. Alright, there's no downside to applying a bunch of poison here. There's not really an upside either, but... if there's no upside, maybe I should just dodge and roll. So he's buffing, and then next turn he's going to reset, and we have to kill him before he resets. And we have a 50% chance to draw Catalyst. If we Bouncing Flask and then Deadly Poison, he has... I guess there's no point to dodge and roll, because next turn he's definitely not attacking. Next turn he is resetting. So yeah, we should just do it. We could save Bouncing Flask for after the reset, but there's no way we're winning if he resets, because after he resets he executes and we die every time. We'll probably even die through the Fairy in a Bottle. Yeah, that's what I was trying to calculate. I don't think we can win without Catalyst. Or without Burst, rather. So we get 5 plus 9, so we get 14 more poison. So it goes up to 60, and then tripled is 180, so no, we can't win without it. And we're saving Apparition for later, so let's just use both the poisons and hope we find it. We got Catalyst. I guess we'll take it. It does a bunch of damage. Oh wait, it is actually lethal. Sweet, we got him. I was counting 180 as being the damage that puts him below breaking, but it takes a whole turn for him to break, so we get extra time. Nightmare's great, especially with Snecko Eye. Affirmation is good too, but Nightmare is like a big outlier in terms of power level, so I'll take Nightmare. Velvet Choker's fine. We really need energy. It is a bit of a problem with this stupid ninja scroll that I probably shouldn't have taken. We could get rid of all our strikes and defense. We don't have an egg or anything to make that better. And we could Calling Bell. We really need the energy, though. It's been so tough to play all the Snecko Eye cards. So I think Velvet Choker's the pick. Hurts sometimes. Time Lord shouldn't be too big of a problem. Burst Catalyst is pretty great at that. Fight. We should take one of these early shops, and we need to take this Mega Elite, so it looks like this shop is probably where we're going. We do have to take 3 fights, so one of them will be hard. That's just the way it is. Should probably use our Cunning Potion if we can, this fight. We're already basically blocked out. But if we don't use this Aberration, it goes away. Actually, we can discard it. So let's discard that Apparition. Yes, we are taking the Mega Elite. We have to, or else we don't get to the heart. Alright, we got 1 multi-attack and 1 regular attack, and no apparitions. So, are we dead? We've got, our max block is Footwork, Dash, that's it. Yikes. Yeah. If we Footwork, Dash, all the Bouncing Flask procs hit 1 target, and then we Cunning Potion that target. Do we kill that target? The lowest health target is the middle one. He's only hitting for 11. If we can kill one of them... Oh no, we don't double die. Because we go down to 4, and then he kills us, and we go back to... Oh, we do die. We gotta go back to 11 and then die again. Yeah, neutralize on this one probably... Oh no, actually that doesn't matter, because neutralize on him makes him do... we can neutralize on this last one, I think is the last one, is the better way. Okay, so I guess... But okay, so if we Footwork Dash, then we're blocking for 13. So this first one is only doing... whatever. 9 damage, and then the second one doesn't kill us, and then the third one kills us, and we go back to a third. Which is still not great, but... we can Footwork Dash neutralize. He hits for 8 instead of 11. So he hits for 16, we block for 13, we take 3 from him, 11 from him, so we've taken 14, we go to 12, we go to 1, so we actually survive without using the potion. I guess that's the play. Yeah, we're going to neutralize the first one. Alright, so we survive at 1. I guess I'll use the Cunning Potion now. I'd prefer to use it on one of the outside slimes, but I also need to use it on a turn when Velvet Choker is not preventing me from acting. Actually, I guess I will save it for an outside slime. They both buffed up, so they're like way more threatening than the inside slime. I can't believe I'm saving a potion on the turn when I'm going down to 1 health. Okay, we get a turn off. And we get a free Catalyst. Let's see where these land. Hopefully the outside ones. Oh my god. So if we Deadly Poison Catalyst, it does kill an outside one before they get to attack, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and do that. Then I think I'll Cunning Potion, double Shiv the other outside one, and Well-Laid Plans, hold dodge and roll. Alright, he doesn't matter. He kills us again. If we apparition, he kills us, and then he kills, it only does 1 damage to us, so that's something. We can apparition, dodge, and roll and block out though. We can also nightmare the apparition, so we get back 3 1-mana apparitions next turn, which seems good. We can footwork and defend, or we can dodge and roll to block next turn. I think I like footwork defend. All out attack doesn't really do anything, it only does 2 damage, and it risks discarding dodge and roll, so I'm not going to use it. We're going to survive this fight. I did not think I was going to survive this fight. We can burst triple apparition, so we get, what would it be? 5 copies of intangible, but then we die. So I guess we'll burst double apparition, dodge and roll, and let one of the apparitions exhaust. I do like being intangible for 4 turns. It's pretty nice. I guess I keep this apparition. Surely after 4 turns I have time to refind it. Maybe not though. Yeah, I'll keep it. This deck never found the Noxious Fumes, and it kind of needs one. Keep the basic. Are you? You don't have a troll face, so I'm gonna assume you're being legitimate. But if I keep the basic, it exhausts anyway. The unupgraded one. I guess we catalyst this guy to death. So he goes up to 12. Right. Yeah, I know that. What I'm trying to tell you is if you keep an ethereal card with a retain effect, it exhausts anyway. I did not lose a free apparition. I think we need to keep damage. So let's keep the bouncing flask. It's fine. I'm having trouble keeping them dead at the same time. Which is like the only way you win the fight, so let's make sure we're getting that done. So he is, let's see, he's dead next turn. He is not quite dead next turn, and he's way far away from being dead. So let's hit this guy and try to catch him up. And then I guess we keep the all-out attack, because all-out attack is guaranteed lethal. Guaranteed lethal, just kidding. We have to find some more damage. Let's see, 12, 14, yeah, he would survive. Actually, he would survive and then he would take 3 next turn. So he's taking 2 this turn plus 7. So he does actually die. So this is guaranteed lethal, even though we don't get any other damage. We have to defend first, though. Because if it exhausted the dodge and roll, we would have died to his attack. Okay. Oh, I guess we get Gremlin Horn. Forgot about that. Well, we survived the fight. We didn't use the fairy in a bottle. That's a pretty good outcome. We've been healed for 5 at the end of it. Predator's crazy good with Snecko Ime. So we probably just take it, right? Okay. Oh my god, that was floor 1 of Act 3. Jeez. Um, okay. Alright. Hopefully we don't get a curse. Uh-oh. Almost got a curse. Didn't quite get a curse. I don't want to reflex either. I don't want to cloak and dagger. I don't want to neutralize. I don't want to storm steel. Okay. We leave. And I think we're going to the shop. We've got a bunch of money. We've got 500 gold. I wish you could buy healing at the shop. Oh, sometimes you can, I guess. Lee's Waffle? No. Hey, there's noxious fumes. That would be nice. There's also the specimen. Who's the boss? So we have a 50% chance that Donudek is up after them. Panacea? Are you saying bottom left? Leave the shop? I don't understand. In Hearthstone parlance, people in the chat say bottom right when they want you to concede, because that's where the concede button is. So I assumed you were telling me to concede, but then that's not what happens in this game. Noxious Fumes, Specimen, card remove? We can't afford that. Noxious Fumes plus, oh, we can't afford that. That only costs, yeah, we'd have 20 gold left over or so. Yeah, card remove a strike, that seems good. Is there any reason to pick Chemical Axe? We like could find a malaise or something. I love Chemical Axe, but it's definitely not good here. There's another Ghost in a Jar here. Maybe we should just pick Specimen Ghost in a Jar. Noxious Fumes is pretty good against, what's his face though, Time Lord? But Ghost in a Jar is like, really good at surviving. Yeah, we can do without Fumes, that's true. I really want one, but I'd have to take it over this Ghost in a Jar. Ghost in a Jar is super good. And we can afford Specimen Ghost in a Jar card remove, which is pretty nuts shop. Wait, can we afford that? No, we can't afford that. I can't quite. We're a little bit off. Oh wait, no, we can't afford that. We can afford that and have 1 extra gold. Is that how that works? No, it's not. We're 4 gold short. Oh, I'm definitely gonna wish I had Fumes. I wish I had Fumes right now. But look, if I don't pick a Ghost in a Jar, I'm gonna wish I had Ghost in the Jar. Ghost in a Jar is way better than Fumes, I think. Plus, like, Fumes doesn't work with Burst. Alright, we're definitely doing Specimen, right? Maybe we don't need Specimen. Maybe we just Noxious Fumes, Ghost in a Jar, card remove, and, like, keep a bunch of money. Because Specimen doesn't work against bosses. It's only really good in hallway fights. And against Donudeka, I guess. No, it's good against either of the other 2 fights, Donudeka or Awakened One. It's also good against, like, Spire, Spear, and Shield. Mayhem. That's a... No, we definitely can't play Mayhem. We have a Catalyst. We need Catalyst to happen at specifically the right time and specifically the right target. Can't have Mayhem running around. It is a really good relic. It's just also costs 315. So it's like, pretty expensive. Yeah, Choker was the only energy relic. It definitely is bad with the Ninja Scroll. Like, I probably should have skipped the Ninja Scroll. Somebody pointed this out when I picked it, but I didn't think about it enough. Probably should have just skipped it because it was after Snecko Eye. So we were already missing out draw, and now we're missing out draw, and we're like under Velvet Choker pressure on first turn. Pretty much every fight. Um, Good God, troll friend, that just like hurts my brain. I can't believe you said those words in that order. Ugh, Jesus. Buying a sneaky strike for an Act 3 shop with no synergy. Ugh. Um, Alright, let's look at the Act 3 hallway fights and figure out which one we're worried about. And which one the specimen is helping us out against specifically. We just fought... Why is 3 Darklings in both the easy pool and the hard pool in Act 3? What is that all about? I don't understand. It's so hard, and then it's in the easy pool also. It helps against 4 shapes and 3 shapes. It helps against Spirit Guardian and 2 shapes. And it helps against Jawworm Horde, and that's it. There's a bunch of ones it doesn't help against: Transient, Spire Growth, Writhing Mass, Maw, Orb Walker. Next question mark is a chest. That's happening here. So I'm like trying to convince myself not to buy the specimen, but the specimen is really good. Like I know it's going to be good. Act 3 elites, think about like the daggers. They'd be like poisoning each other and then dying. The Reptomancer daggers. It's not that good against Nemesis or Giant Head though. Doesn't really do anything in either of those fights. Yeah, okay. I think we skipped the specimen. Specimen would be great if it were Act 1, but it's not. Alright, we're taking Fumes and Ghost in a Jar. Do we want Crippling Cloud? We're going to card remove a strike. I guess we could play take Nunchaku. We do like play attacks occasionally. Like we would get energy every once in a while. It's pretty slow though. Take Chemical X just to hope we find Malaise. Panacea in case we get a whatchamacallit, Wraith form. Panacea is pretty bad with Snecko Eye though. It seems foolish to just buy a Chemical X and hope, because we do have another shop. We have an Act 4 shop if we survive that long. And Chemical X doesn't currently help us survive at all because we don't have any X-Class stuff. So I think we just hold on to 200 gold. Just walk away from this shop. Oh my god. This is such a nightmare. This is an absolute disaster. Yeah, it could be a hidden shop. Although there can't be a hidden shop here. This is a chest, so this would have to be the hidden shop. Or this, I suppose. We might go there. Not good odds. Alright. Is Panacea better than Skip? Might be. If we find Wraith form, we might be happy we see it. No, if we find Wraith form, then we're just trying to Wraith form Apparition for the rest of the fight. We like footwork for the beginning part of the fight and Wraith form Apparition for the second part. I don't know. Yeah, I think skip here. Ah, jeez. Man, that hurts. We're gonna just die with 200 gold now. Zero cost Predator is pretty good. Is Panacea over 2 energy bad? I mean, it's bad sometimes. If it's like, sometimes it saves you from a vulnerable and like saves your life though. Which like I'll pay 1 mana for that in that fight. Snecko Eye decks are you can take a bit more of a toolbox approach. You can pick cards that are good situationally because like since you draw so many more cards, you get to sort of pick which cards you want to play on any given turn. More broadly. I don't know if that made sense. We can Predator Triple Shiv, which does 27 damage. Not quite enough to kill an Exploder. I guess let's see where Bouncing Flask lands. I can't complain about that. Spiker Poison is probably pretty good. So now this one's at 29, which is not quite the same as... what did I say? 27. We can all-out attack. We take 7 damage from the Spiker, though, if we do that. We have 5 cards left, so we can Predator, Triple Shiv, Survivor, and take 3. I think that's okay. No, we're not dead. We're only taking 3. Oh, we're taking 4. My bad. We might be dead. I don't know. This, we're at very low health all the time, so we're in danger of dying all the time. We can block this turn with Dash Neutralize, but we have an Apparition that's going away if we don't use it, so we might as well Apparition Dash Neutralize. So I guess we Dash Neutralize Well-Laid Plan Strike. Seems okay. Oh, we can't strike. That's okay. I'll hold on to the 0-cost Defend. Zero-cost Nightmare. We don't have any intangible, so we'd take 30 from that. We can Deadly Poison Catalyst to kill him. Seems a little bit sad. We have, like, everything costs 0 this turn. This is like an amazing turn. We probably want to Nightmare something. Probably want to Nightmare Catalyst. Yeah, we'll Nightmare Catalyst, and then next turn we'll triple Catalyst the Spiker. Yeah, perfect. I want to be a little bit careful about Burst because if I do it wrong, I'll get chokered to death, so I just won't do it because it's not necessary. Oh my god, it is necessary. Almost screwed that up and died. There's that Noxious Fumes. Really showing up at the perfect time. Getting lots of work done. Wow, order. I guess we're in this fight for another turn because I completely whiffed on the order. Here, I'll show you. So this unupgraded Apparition will exhaust. Yeah. Alright, we get to heal a little bit, which is nice. We are getting pretty close to Act 4 now, so Caltrops is looking better and better, and this is a Caltrops Plus. So that's a pretty big upgrade. I think it's probably still a no, though. God, how are we going to beat the heart? We need to, like, find a mango so that we're just, like, a little bit less fragile. A mango or a Lee's waffle or something. You think Caltrops? I don't know. I think surviving to get to the heart is going to be such a monumental struggle that we can't afford kind of an iffy card. So I think I'm going to skip. But I appreciate your contribution. Alright, Transit's going to kill us for sure, right? We have Apparition. Okay, alright. Maybe we can survive. It's possible. We can't Apparition and Bouncing Flask this turn, which is unfortunate. Do we have to Apparition to survive this turn? So if we don't, we need to hit for 30. This hits for 9, these hit for 12, that's 21. And then we can block for Footwork. Defend is 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's all of the cards. We could skip a Shiv to dodge and roll instead, but then that only net blocks for 3. So I think that plan dies. Let me count that out one more time, though. We're doing 8 damage, and then we're blocking for 8 plus 7, so we're doing 3 times 8, that's 24, plus 7 is 31. That's actually enough. Why did I think that wasn't enough? That's enough by itself. Wait. Why did these each do 8 damage? No, they just do 8 damage once. I was thinking they both did 8 damage. Gave myself an extra 8 there. So this is 8 damage total. This is 8 block. And then this, so that's 16. This is 7. So that's 23. And then Bouncing Flask does 9. So that, yeah, so that's 33. So he hits for 7, I block for 10. Okay. And it's 6 cards, and I don't have enough energy for it. Ah, there's the problem. So Dodge and Roll and Footwork both cost 1, Bouncing Flask costs 3. So that doesn't work. Although, no, we can trade out the Dodge and Roll for a Shiv. Dodge and Roll for a Shiv. We can do triple Shiv, so that's 12 plus 8 is 20 plus 9. So we take 1. Take 1 to develop 9 poison. I think that's worth. Oh, am I taking 2 instead? I counted that defend as blocking for 8. Wait, I did my math. Oh wait, no, he's taking 9 more damage. Okay, so yeah, we're taking 2. I was looking at the numbers and I was like, uh-oh, I'm dying. But that's not what happened. We can Nightmare Bouncing Flask Catalyst. I imagine that wins the fight. So we go up to 20 and then up to 60. Yeah, that should win the fight, right? We could have also Nightmared the Apparition Plus. But I'm not super confident that I'm going to win that because we get 5 turns. There's no point in Nightmaring Catalyst because it costs 3. I'd only get to play 1 and I have to shuffle the rest of them. And there's another Catalyst. Okay, so I'm going to triple Bouncing Flask, Deadly Poison Catalyst. We might kill him. It's on the table. I think that's both of our Catalysts, though, so I think we're not killing him. I guess we're just trying to do damage. There's no advantage to killing him. I don't even know why I'm playing cards. But the prestige. Think about the prestige. Yeah, I've gotten the achievement. I've eaten him several times. Looks like we get to kill him here. I think. Wait, I don't know if that's true. It doesn't really matter, so I'm not going to do the math. It feels like Bouncing Flask should conflict with Velvet Choker because it feels like you're doing so many things. It feels like you're doing 4 things per card. So we're not quite getting him, but that's okay. Dodge and Roll Plus. Be our 3rd Dodge and Roll. Not against it. Dodge and Roll is really efficient against Time Lord. Let's see. Yeah, I think we need things like Dodge and Roll to survive Reptomancer. So let's take a Dodge and Roll and try and survive Reptomancer. Ha! Metallicize. I don't care about Metallicize. You get out of here. We can't discard the Apparition, so we're going to waste that, it looks like. It's currently the most expensive way to block, so we're not going to play it. Sad. We want to Shiv last, so we want to play 2 more cards. This one and that one. Shiving last because of the slow. Just in case it matters. We can Nightmare a Burst Plus for 0, but then we need to block for a little bit more than we are. I guess we block for 5 and take 2. It's not too bad. Oh wait, we can burst the Nightmare. Yeah, okay. Or we can burst the Defend. We can't burst the Nightmare because the Nightmare's on the burst. Yeah, we could have Footwork Defended too. But I wanted to play that Nightmare. It's kind of a weak-ass Burst Catalyst, but it's a Burst Catalyst, so... And we'll keep one of these bursts around and develop a Footwork Plus. I guess you're theoretically allowed to burst, but there's no reason to do so, and we have Velvet Choker, so we don't have time to fuck around. Here we go. Burst on Big Boy Catalyst. This is probably lethal. So Burst Bouncing Flask is 18 poison, 18 plus 39 is 57. 57 times 9 is 450 something. Yeah, it should be lethal. So triple it is 150, triple it again is 450. That's it. Goodbye. Ooh, Tori. I don't know. Does that help us? I guess it helps us against a heart, but we have such low max HP. We already are depending on like being a ghost every turn. This like helps us way less than normal. I guess it gives us the same thing as Intangible gives us on the heart's first multi-attack turn. And his second one if we can weaken him. Yeah, Tungsten Rod would be really nice. I mean, Tungsten Rod is just fucking bonkers with Intangible too. It's just like, I'm Intangible, whatever. I don't care what I don't care what you say you do. Well, that was just about the easiest possible Mega Elite. The Metallicize basically does nothing because I didn't do any attacks. And Giant Head is super bad against Catalyst shenanigans because you just like, oh look, it's a big health bar. Boop. I think we're full of dodge and rolls. No more room. 3 is a lot. We could get Collector, though. Get 4. No, I don't think we're trying to collect things. Okay, just gotta take one more relic from resting. Oh, the Courier, great. Well, we did save a bunch of gold, so I guess it is kind of great. We are looking for a secret shop, so we're gonna go to this question mark. Oh my god, heal to full. Lose 6 max HP. Ah, god. We also lose our Bloody Idol? Oh wait, you don't lose the Bloody Idol. That's weird. We end up with 26 max HP. God, we only heal for 11. Oh my god. I guess it's like a free campsite though, right? Like, we were never gonna heal for that much. Oh yeah, that's true. We don't have the golden. We already used it. I don't think I've ever had that happen. Get Golden Idol and get both of the Golden Idol events. I think we have to take the healing though. This is so awkward. Alright. 26. I think this is the lowest max HP I've ever had. I'm not sure, but... Ooh, hey, we got a curse. Get an additional... What, like... 30% of our max HP. What happens if your max HP goes to 0? Do you lose? Is it possible? We're always playing footwork because it costs 0. That's not technically true because we have Velvet Choker, but I think it's true here. We can't discard unless all-out attack randomly hits Apparition. So I think we just play Apparition. I mean, I guess if your max HP hits 0, your current HP also hits 0, so you do die. But it feels like a technicality. So you can't hit the vampire event in Act 3, but I think, honestly, if vampires came to me here and they were like, hey, do you want to lose 4 max HP to trade out strikes for bites? I would be like, okay. Because the lower your max HP is, the less each thing that eats max HP costs, right? Because they each cost a percentage. So it's like, I'll give you 1 max HP, sure. Doesn't matter that much. Yeah, well-laid plans to keep Catalyst is definitely the play here. Oops. I think I'm not going to play Strike or Shiv, because I'm okay with his current attack, and he's kind of terrifying. We need a block for 16. We can do that pretty easily with 2 defends. So we Bouncing Flask, Catalyst, and Footwork for the rest of the cards. We can't afford that, actually. So I guess we Deadly Poison over Footwork. Let's play the blocks first, just so that I don't block myself out with Velvet Choker and then lose the run. Alright, now we just have to survive. I guess I'll keep a Strike. Maybe he's cursing next turn or something. We have Nightmare Burst again. Probably want a Nightmare Bouncing Flask for 1. I guess we actually need to think about how we're blocking this turn. Because it doesn't seem like we're able to do it very well. So he's hitting for 27. We can block for 13, 20. I guess 21. We can burst that defend instead, but that blocks for 5 less. But then we get to double Nightmare on that Bouncing Flask. Get 6 copies of Bouncing Flask. We could try and change the attack. We can only change it once, though, which is scary. Because he could be attacking for more after we change it. So if we burst Bouncing Flask this turn and Nightmare the Bouncing Flask, then we get to triple Bouncing Flask next turn. So we're playing a total of 5 Bouncing Flasks, each one for 9 poison, so it's 45 poison. 18 of it this turn. Yeah, he is trying to kill us, right? 27 versus our 26 max HP. We can block, though, with Dash. I mean, block enough to survive. I see what you mean. Ghost Pot if we get the No, you don't get max HP when he gives you a Parasite. He just gives you a Parasite. It just costs additional max HP to remove it. Oh, I see what you mean. From Darkstar Parap. Yeah, we do. I guess that's true. It's not terrible. It only costs 0 to do it, too. Alright, let's find out. Oh, wait. No, we can't even do it. We don't have damage. Okay, well, whatever. If we burst Nightmare, that's 3 of our cards. And then Bouncing Flask, that's the other 2. Sure. We're just taking a bunch of damage. We do get to heal for 5 at the end of the fight. Oh yeah, Tori went off. We can just apparition and wait. Take 1. If we bouncing flask 4 times, he takes 36 poison. Yeah, it still doesn't kill him this turn. Oh wait, it does, because we have strike. Yeah, because we can afford 4 bouncing flasks and a strike. Okay. Does this work the way I think? Yeah, 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus 50 is 86, plus 6 is lethal. Okay. This is going to take a long time. The fight's over, but we have to wait for the animations. Okay, now we're allowed to end turn. There's that skewer plus that we could have bought the, whatchamacallit, Chemical X for, but we didn't. I think that's fine. Do we rest? We don't get very much health out of resting. So I guess we upgrade. Probably another apparition. Nightmare upgrade doesn't do anything. Footwork and Noxious Fumes would be nice. Well-laid plants would be nice. Catalyst would be really nice. Oh, we do need key. We have another campsite after this. I think I need the upgrade. Yeah, let's grab an upgrade on an apparition. We don't really need more question marks. They're not very helpful because we're not tiny chesting anymore. But hallway fights are kind of terrifying. So I think we just look for a shop. It's kind of like a shop. If the fight is Donudeka, the second boss fight, if the second boss fight is Donudeka, we do kind of need to get rid of their artifact charges, and this kind of does that. So we could pick this. It's very expensive. $300 red mask is not good. Sometimes you can get red mask for like 40, or like a really low amount. It doesn't really matter what the replacement cost is, though. It just matters if it's correct to pick right now. And I don't think it is. Well, I mean, it helps versus Awakened One, but it helps in a very different way. Because against Donudeka, it like actually advances our win condition, which is like we need to get rid of their artifacts and then poison them to death. But against Awakened One, it just like blocks for 5 or something, which is like totally different. So I think we leave. All right, we need to block for 11, ideally. We can block for 13 for 2 mana. And then Bouncing Flask, Triple Shiv. Seems pretty good. Neutralize blocks for 6. Plus 15 blocks out. We can't play both of these. I don't know why I highlighted both. Actually, Neutralize blocks for 18, because it reduces his damage to 5 times 3, and then Tori blocks for the remaining stuff. So we basically block out with Neutralize. We take 3. And then I guess we Bouncing Flask. And strike for 1 damage. I love how 3 was like a huge chunk of our health. 3 was like really brutal amount. We don't have much we can do this turn. I guess we like if we're afraid, we can Nightmare the Defend. problem is I can't Nightmare the Defend and then like do anything with the turn. Everything that costs mana either costs 2 or 3, so I only get to play 2 things. I guess if I Nightmare, I get to dodge and roll. Maybe we should Predator. Yeah, how about Nightmare Predator? I guess those have anti-synergy, right? Because then I overdraw by like 4. Maybe Predator dodge and roll. Blocks a little bit next turn, draws some extra cards. It's not very exciting, but next turn is concerning, so let's give ourselves a hand. Okay. We have Burst Catalyst, but we can't afford it. Oh wait, we can afford it. So he would go from 18 poison to 54 to 162. So it's lethal. Okay. Oh wait, he's intangible. Okay. Clearly I have never played this game before, or done this fight. I guess this is our Ghost in a Jar. It's one of these 2 potions. I appreciate the panicked chat messages. Hey, he's intangible! Don't do it! Yes, I was making a mistake. That was bad. Okay, alright, Ghost in a Jar. Alright, and now he dies. I still have to defend. Oh wait, no I don't. I have armor from last turn. Mercury Hourglass? Probably not useful. Tools of the Trade, actually, I think I will take. Tools of the Trade... Oh, we only have 1 unupgraded... whatchamacallit? Unupgraded Apparition. I was thinking I needed that to save the Apparition. But there's only 1 left. Blur is pretty nice now that we have a bunch of Apparition. We can, like, burst Blur Apparition and, like, generate a huge amount of block once we're done being intangible. That's right, the Sneaky Strike synergy. Tools is also just like really good with Snecko Eye. Anything that draws you cards is good with Snecko Eye, basically. Draw something cheap, discard something expensive. Hand's a lot more playable. I'm not really sold on either one. I think skip is probably fine. We have so much dodge and roll that, like... I don't know. I was about to say we have so much dodge and roll that Blur isn't good, but each dodge and roll kind of makes Blur better. Because if you save block and then dodge and roll goes off too, you have a ton of block on a turn. No, I don't think this is distraction. I think I'm not going to pick Blur. I think a lot of times we're blocking with our face or Tori or intangible. So I think I'm going to skip here. Man, I thought this run was going to die so many times. I can't believe we've almost made it to the boss. We definitely want to develop Deadly Poison this turn, unless we want to play Predator. I mean, Distraction is just straight up bad, right? I assumed your suggestion was a joke, but Distraction, like, generating a random skill is not likely to be super useful. The deck is, like, very focused around doing a specific thing, becoming a ghost and then doing a bunch of poison, but Distraction doesn't really help us do that. I'm sorry if that sounds condescending, because I did assume what you were saying was a joke. Deadly Poison and Predator do similar amounts of damage, but Deadly Poison has the residual effect of giving me some poison to catalyst, and Predator has the residual effect of drawing me some cards. So which one of these do I care about more? Well, next turn's kind of scary. Yeah, it seems like every class has a just like wild card, which is probably good. I think I'll Predator instead. It's really important that we find a way to block next turn. We have Bouncing Flask double Catalyst. Is that lethal? So we Bouncing Flask, it's 9. I definitely should have played the Deadly Poison if I knew this hand was coming. That's 9, 18. It's definitely not lethal. If it, just for fun, if I had played Deadly Poison, it would be 4 extra, so it would be 13, 26, what, like 81? 81's still 2 turns lethal, which is nice. We have Apparitions, so we're probably playing that. So we're playing the 3 poison cards, Apparition, Defend, All Out Attack, I guess. Seems okay. So yeah, so this is 3-turn lethal, probably, and the other way would have been 2-turn lethal, if I developed some poison last turn. But hey, there was no way for me to know that at the time, so. Does Apparition work on the snake thing? I do not know what you're asking about. I don't know what the snake thing is. Oh, this thing? The constricted effect? Yes, it does. Apparition applies to all sources of damage. Burn, anything. We're winning in 2 turns, so let's just make sure we're blocking for that turn and pass. I think that you win before the constricted effect goes off here, but I will block out the constricted anyway. Oh, you don't. It's the end of your turn. I guess I'm glad I blocked it. Hey, there's a leg sweep. Leg sweep plus, just in time to weaken the heart so that Tori blocks the second round of multi-attacks. Sure. Get in the deck. Alright, we're full health. We need a recall. We've got a fairy in a bottle. We've got a win condition. This deck can go all the way. It's going to be a bit of a harrowing experience. We could burst Survivor. Let's see, he's hitting for... So we have 22 unblocked damage. So burst Survivor blocks for 16, then we'd have to dodge and roll 2. That is playing 5 cards. Which is a bit scary. Man, it is really unfun to have both Velvet Choker and Time Eater, because when they interact and they're not like timed up, it gets really nasty. I wish we could burst leg sweep, but that's clearly not possible. Why do we have 5 energy this turn? Oh, Happy Flower and Velvet Choker. Duh. As though this is my first 5 energy turn. Neutralize blocks 2. Neutralize blocks for 8. So we could neutralize and skip the dodge and rolls. And then we would only play 4 cards this turn. Oh wait, we can't afford that. That costs 6. Okay, alright, well let's just do that. If we play a Shiv, then we use 6 things, and because 6 divides evenly into 12, so we could play 6 cards next turn and not leave ourselves at 11 out of 12. I don't think we'll need to play 6 cards next turn. God, this is scary. But shivving has to be wrong, right? I will not shiv. You're early. Alright, so he's attacking for 24. We're already blocked for 12. We could block for 5 and take 7. I'm not against that. Play 2 cards. Leave 5 on the clock. Okay, I guess. We're using his time against him. We can't block enough this turn. He's hitting for 24, which is our life total plus 5. We can only block for 9, so we survive at 4 or something. I mean, if it's the best you can do, it's the best you can do, right? If we well-laid plans, we only get 2 cards next turn. So I'm not going to well-lay plans. Maybe I should have skipped that defend. I think I was surviving anyway. Oh, I guess not. I guess I can't do that. Alright, so we're losing Fairy Potion here. So we should play 3 cards and not block. So I think those cards are probably Nightmare, Deadly Poison, Bouncing Flask. Okay. I think we're going to land it on Deadly Poison. So that we can actually play them next turn. Could do dodge and roll. To try and stay alive. The deck contains a catalyst. If we play... Okay, so if this turn is apply Deadly Poison and Bouncing Flask, this does 12, this does 5. 17 plus 7 is 24. And then we're going to do 3 copies of Deadly Poison next turn, so he's going to be at 23 next turn. 23 plus 15 is 38. 38 times 3 is nowhere near lethal. Although I'm glad I checked, I guess. I still think this is the correct choice. Do we Catalyst anyway? God, we drew the Apparition on a turn he's not attacking. Yeah, I don't think you want to have him taking 114 poison. I think you want to like work him down to the like, I don't know, 300 range and then kill him from there. So I'll do those. If I do this, he goes to, let's see, 114, I think. Oh, 114, that's right, he said. So if I do 114, then he goes to 310, and then the turn after he goes to, like well below breaking. Actually, I think Catalyst here is correct. He gives me 3 turns to draw the other Catalyst. And I guess I did get to develop footwork. Looks like we're dead here anyway. So max block is Leg Sweep Survivor. Yeah, I don't think we were surviving either way. So the chance I was taking was finding Burst Catalyst in this turn. I thought maybe I could survive this turn and I could find Burst Catalyst in the next turn, but looks like neither of those things is happening, and we're dying. I guess I'll just do it because I don't know how much damage he's doing. Yeah, it's clearly not enough. Black. Alright. Pretty okay run. Definitely had the tools to get there. It was looking up at the end. We came into that boss fight with full health, but we just didn't get the sequence right. We got like we got a catalyst in the opening hand, and then we got the deadly poison was like the last card in the deck. So yeah, it's a tricky fight. We need to line up burst and catalyst, and it didn't happen. Too bad.